Hello friends, welcome back. Today let's talk about a very interesting and important topic, that is bioethics. First, what does bioethics mean? See, it is nothing but the study of right and wrong in matters related to the life and biology, like birth, death, medical treatment and research. In short, it asks a simple question like when we deal with the human life or living beings, what is right and what is wrong? Now, bioethics has three main parts, that is beginning of life issues like abortion, cloning, stem cells, and end of life issues like euthanasia and suicide, like that, and medical research and health cares like designer babies, drug trials, and fairness in treatment. So let's take them one by one in a very simple way. The first one is beginning of life issue, that is abortion. These are about life at the very start, before birth. So abortion means removing the baby from the mother's womb before birth. In India, abortion is legal in the first trimester, that is the 3 months. But the debate is not about the law, it is about the morality. Like, is it right to end a life that has already begun, or is it wrong? For example, if the mother has health problems and doctors say pregnancy may risk her life, then abortion may be allowed. But if abortion is only done because the parents don't want a girl child, that is a female child, then it is morally wrong, right? So here comes the conflict. Mother has rights, but the baby also has the right. Whose right is bigger? This is the question. So the event also says every child even before birth has the right to protection. That is why this debate is continuous. Okay, let's continue to next slide, that is stem cell research. Now, what are stem cells? Think of them as a master cells. These cells can become any body part like heart cells, kidney cells, or brain cells. Why it is useful? Because in the future they can be used to make new organs. For example, if someone's heart is badly damaged, doctors may grow a new heart using stem cells. Sounds amazing, right? But here comes the problem. Many stem cells are taken from the embryos, that is tiny early stage babies. So the ethical question is it right to destroy one life to save another? Next topic in here, cloning and designer babies. Cloning means making an exact copy of a living being. Designer babies means selecting the baby's genes in a lab, for example choosing eye color, height, or IQ level. For example, inside of good use, parents may want to remove genes that cause a serious disease, okay? But in bad use, parents may say I want only a tall, smart, beautiful baby. That becomes a problem. So the question is it okay to change human genes like we select clothes in a shop, or will it create inequality where rich people make super babies while poor people can't? And this is why cloning and designer babies create so many ethical debates. Okay, now let's move on the next topic, that is end of life issues. Now let's move to the other slide, that is the final stage of the life, that is euthanasia. Euthanasia means ending a person's life to relieve suffering. For example, a patient is in extreme pain, no chance of recovery, right? He requests the doctor to end his life peacefully. But in Indian case, Aruna Schoenberg, a nurse, was in a coma for 42 years after an attack. In 2011, the Supreme Court allowed passive euthanasia, which means removing life support if the patient is in a permanent vegetative state. Okay, the debate here is, for euthanasia, people say everyone has a right to die with dignity, but why force someone to suffer endlessly? Against euthanasia says, others says life is precious, and if we legalize it, people may misuse it, like abandoning the elderly. Okay, so euthanasia is like a coin with two sides, dignity in death versus value of life. Okay, finally, bioethics also looks at medical research and fairness in the healthcare also. For example, in drug trial case, if new medicines are tested on poor people without their full knowledge, this is unethical, right? Because they don't even know the risk also. For another example, if only rich people can afford costly treatments like organ transplants or gene therapy, then it is unjust because poor people are left out. That's why these are not the fair. So I will give another example. During COVID, rich countries got vaccines first while poor countries had to wait. This raised a big ethical questions like, is this fair? So bioethics keeps reminding us that healthcare should be fair and research should be respect the human dignity. So friends, bioethics is nothing but applying morality to issues of birth, death, and healthcare. It asks in all these sensitive matters what is the right thing to do. That's why for UPSC also bioethics is very important, because administrators, doctors, and leaders face such dilemmas in real life. So this is it for today's, and I will upload another coming chapters in coming days. So keep supporting me, like, share, and subscribe.